Hello everyone, welcome back to Hexcells Plus. Last time we did 3.1 through 3.3, so now to carry on with 3.4. Right, well, we always start with our zeros. This 0 solves for itself, that 0 also solves for itself. This 3 needs 3 consecutive, which must be at least those two, and then 1 on either cap. This 2 must not have 2 consecutive, so we can eliminate this tile. This 2 must have 2 non-consecutive, so it's top and bottom, not middle. Same story on the other side. What else do we know? This 2 now touches 2, so we can eliminate its neighbours. This 2 needs 2 that aren't consecutive, so it must not be that one, which gives us our third consecutive here. This 2 gets a second, eliminates that. This 1 sees 1, so it's not this. This 2 gets a... this 2 has a second. I'm dumb. So the logic still is enough, but we definitely don't want to make any further mistakes. This 1 is solved. This 2 is solved. This 2 sees 2, so it's not those. That 1 sees 1, it's not that. This 2 only sees 2, so it must be this. That 1 sees 1. This 1 only has 1 neighbour. That 1 sees 1, so this must be the one in the vertical. This 1 only sees 1, that 2 touches 2 now. This 1 does not touch... this 1 touches 1, so it's not this one. That 1 needs a friend. It's going to be one of these, and that one will finish the third part of the 4. This will be the last part of the 4, but we do know which one it is. It's that one. What next? We need a 5th on this line, and this 3 touches 2. So the 5th must be one of these, eliminating those 3 from the line. That gives us a second here. That 1 touches those, this 1 touches that. This 3 gets a third on its diagonal. That 1 is touching this. This 1 is not touching anything. This 2 needs a second. Now this 2 is touching 2. This 1 has 1 vertically, so we can get rid of that. This 4 touches 4 only. This 2 here sees 2 on its diagonal, so we can get rid of those. That 3 now only touches 3, that 2 therefore touches 2, we eliminate this. This 6 sees 6, so we get rid of that. What else do we know? This 0, never even got rid of our 0. Right, where is the logic? This 2 has 1, needs a second, and it must be one of these contributing to this 3, which means it must not be that one. That 1 now touches 1, eliminating these, and that finishes off that 2. This 2 only touches 2. This 2 touches 2. That 2 touches 2. This 2 has 2 friends already. That 2 has 2 friends already. 1, 2, 3, 4th and 5th. This 3 touches 1, 2, 3. We can get rid of that. This 2 only touches 2. Gets a friend. This 3 now has 3 vertically, so we can eliminate all of those. This 3 is touching 3, so we can eliminate those. That 1 touches 1, we eliminate these. That 2 only touches 2, so it needs a second. That 1 has a friend, so it's not this one. This 4, no, that's the next one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we can eliminate those 3. This 2 only touches 2, so so it must be that. This 2 only touches 2, must be that. This 2 only touches 2, must be that. This 4 now only has 2 more options, so it must be these. This 3 touches 3, it's not that. This 3 now needs a third. This 3 needs a third, as does that 3, but we can't currently know which, unless we have 1, 2, 3. Gets rid of that, solves for this clue and that clue. This vertical 3 sees 3, so it's not that, that, or that. This 4 needs 1 more. Can't be this one because that 3 sees 3, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. There's 1 remaining. This one needs a friend, so it can't be this one. Do we get punished for our 1 mistake? We do not. On to 3, 5. Quite a spirally number here. So, as ever, we begin with our 0. This one only touches 1. This one has a friend. This 2 has 2 non-consecutive, so it's that one. Let's see. Anything else immediately available to us now? So here's something interesting, something I don't think we've seen yet. This 4 vertically and this 2 vertically share the same line. So we know if there's 2 below this 2 here, and there's 4 below the 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, so we know 2 of these must be blue. Now this one can't have them both be blue, so this must be one of them. What? Oh. We already have one up top. And we need a second. So here's the logic that I missed for my 1 mistake that I will give myself. We need 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. We have 1 at the top already, so one of these 3 must be blue. This 1 needs 1 and this 2 needs 1, so it can't be top and bottom, it must be the one in the middle. My mistake, I missed that this was already blue. So this 2 only sees 2. So then we have a similar story here. We have 2 below, and then we need 1 more up top. This 3 needs a third, and that 3 needs a third, so it must be this one. So we can eliminate that and that. Right, what else do we know? This 2 now has 2 neighbours, so we can eliminate the ones touching it. This 4 needs 1 of these, but that 1 only sees 1, so it must be this. That 2 touches 2, so we can eliminate those, giving that 4th its 4th, this 3rd its 3rd, that's 2 its 2nd. This 3 only touches 3, so it's got to be those. What else do we know? Right, how do we solve for this here? Well, this 2 now has 2 in its diagonal, so we can eliminate these 3. Now, what are the odds that this arcs back around to let us know what we need to be doing? Well, these 2 here, these 2 2s, each need 2, and they must both be non-consecutive. So this one is definitely going to be 1, because if they were these 2 or those 2, it would be consecutive. Now, it could either be top and bottom or in the middle, but we know it's not going to be this one. And with 3 non-consecutive, we know it's this and one of those. With 1 having a friend, it's not that one. So this 2 now only sees 2, and that 2 has 2. This 2 only sees 2, that 1 sees 1. This 3 needs a 3rd consecutive, which eliminates this. This 3 needs 3 non-consecutive, and on a bar of 4 it must be top, bottom, and one of the 2 in the middle. That 1 now sees 1, so it's not this. That 1 sees 1, it's not those. This 2 needs a second that is non-consecutive, so it can't be this one. That 2 needs a second that's not consecutive, so it's not this, but it is that. That 2 now sees 2, so it's not this. That 1 needs 1, which is that. This 2 now sees 2. We eliminate top and bottom. This 1 sees 1, as does that 1, so we can eliminate all 3 of these. This 1 sees 1, so it's not that. This 0 solves for itself. That 0 solves for itself, and we have worked all the way around. This 1 sees 1. This 3 only sees 3. This 1 has a friend. This 4 sees 4. That 3 sees 3. And we have stretched round a huge arc of the puzzle so far. This 3 needs a third, and this 4 now sees 4 in its diagonal. We can eliminate that clue. So what else do we know now? How about these diagonals? How are they doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 of those. We can't know which. Nor that. Nor these. What we do know is that this 1 sees 1. So it's not those there. This 1 sees only 1. That 1 has a friend, so it's not those. That 2 needs a second. This 2 is non-consecutive. That 2 sees 2, so it's not this one. That 2 needs a consecutive, so it's this and not that. That 1 sees 1, so it's not these. That 1 sees 1, so it's not those. This 1's on its own. This 2 needs a second non-consecutive. That 1 sees 1. That 1 sees 1. And that is as far round as we get immediately. This needs 7. What else do we know? This 3 needs a third, which is going to be that one. This 3 now sees 3. This vertical 7 now sees 1 at the top, 1 in the bottom, and 5 in the middle. This diagonal 5 sees 1 here and 2, 3, 4, 5 on that diagonal. Let's see, here we have 2 blues and 4 yellows on a 6, makes 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 4 now touches 4, so we can eliminate those 2. Where else are we going? This 2 touches 2, so it's not that. That 1 touches 1. That 2 touches 2. That 2 touches 2. That 0 solves for itself. This 3 needs a third. This 3 touches 3, so it's not that. That 3 touches 3, so it's not this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be 1 of the 6th, which means that is a 4th of the 5th, with the last one being on the line. This 4 is now solved. This 2 now has 2 through its vertical, so we can eliminate those tiles and that clue. This 4 needs 2 more. And this 2 needs 2, but it can't both be these, otherwise that would make this a 6. So it must be at least that one, and then one other. This 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, so that becomes its 5th. That means this 4 has 4. That 5th gets its 5th piece. One, 2, 3, that's too many for that line. 1, 2, 3, too many for that line as well. This 3, though, is now solved. This 2 touches 2. This 4 now only touches 4. That 2 needs a second. This vertical 4 then. 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th. Eliminates the end of that 5. else do we have going on over here? We need 4 in this line. We have 1 at the top, 2 on the bottom, so we need 2 of these 3. But I don't think we can know which from that yet. This 6 is solved, we can eliminate it. This 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 of those, we don't know which yet. 1, 2, 3, 4 eliminates that. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those to make a 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eliminates that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 on this diagonal, so it's neither of those. So back over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 5th. That means this 2 is touching 2. 1, 2, 3. That's a 4th on that diagonal. This means this 2 is touching 2, so it's not those. That 1 only sees 1. This 4 has 1, 2, 3. It needs 1 of these. And if this 3 is going to have 3, it needs 1 of those, plus this one and that one. This vertical now has 2 in it, so it's not this one. This 3 only sees 3, so it must be those 2. This 2 doesn't need a second any longer. We have 2 tiles remaining. It's not this one, because we have 4 blues in the vertical. This 2 only touches 2, so we need that. And this 2 already touches 2, we eliminate this, and that's our final tile. 1 mistake, not penalised for it, which is wonderful. On to 3, 6. Okay, I assume we're going to need to find a lot of logic here, given the tininess of the puzzle. So let's work through it slowly. This 2 needs 2 of these. That 2 needs 2 of those. That 2 needs 2 of these. That 2 needs 2 of those. This 2 needs 2 of those. But none of them have to be consecutive at all. There's only 1 in this vertical and 1 in this vertical. So the majority of these 2s are going to be on the inside, and that is agreed by the vertical 5, which means in reality only 1 of these 6 is going to be missing. Now you could guess, but I don't do guessing, I just want to work off the pure logic. So I think the question becomes, which is the one in the center that is not blue? We have 7 pieces. 5 of them are here, and then 1 of them is in each vertical. So for this 2 to be true, if the top and bottom this diagonal 2 needs 2. So it can either be the top and the middle, the top and the bottom, or the bottom and the middle. If it's the bottom, it eliminates the rest of these from being possibilities, because there's only 1 in the vertical. I'm just going to put all of these on and see if there's any kind of tile that has lots more information than any other. Okay, here's, I think, the most important piece of information we have, if I remove all of these now, is this diagonal here, because the whole puzzle can be effectively solved by knowing that the state of the puzzle will exist in one of two ways. This will be blue, or this will be blue. And once we know that, we can kind of logic through the entire puzzle until we find something at fault. So, let's pretend this is blue by this one here. If that's blue, this is not blue. And then this 2 needs 2. So where's the gap then? 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. There's 7 tiles, 5 in the middle, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. And one of these must not be blue. Also, one of these. So one of these is blue, and one of these is blue. And also, 2 of those are blue. Now I'm just stating facts, aren't I? I think the diagonals are more important than the vertical clues, because the vertical clues are easy to observe their immediacy. It's going to be finding something in the diagonals that sets everything off. Right, this 2 here. If it were the top and the bottom, then this would be our null. This is 1 and 2, and this is null. Okay, this is good. This is good. If this is blue, and this is blue, and this is not blue, it means the other 5 vertically are blue. But if that's true, this would have... This is blue. This is not blue. This is blue. That would mean that the other 5 vertically are blue, and that would mean this 2 has 3 on it. So I don't think this and this are blue. That's one piece of logic done. We know that on this diagonal, it's not top and bottom being blue. Could it be middle and bottom being blue? Alright, I'm going to eliminate these ones and just think about these 2 pairs that both span across the whole thing. These must each have 2 in them. It can't be these 2 because that would interfere with this one. This diagonal needs 2 in it. If it were this blue and this blue, then this diagonal wouldn't be able to have this as being a second blue, because then we invalidate the vertical one. So I think this diagonal and this diagonal must share this tile being blue, because if these 2 are blue, if this is not blue, then these must both be blue, and those must both be blue, and that would invalidate the one. So I think this is blue. Alright. We know this vertical line now is not this, this, or this. This 2 only sees 2. So that's 2 of the blues. That 2 now sees 2 blues, so it's not this one. This is solved. This sees 1, so it's not that one. That's solved. This 1 only sees 1, so that's solved. Right. Is there anything incredibly obvious? Yes. We know that this 5 has 5 in its vertical, and this 2 needs a second, which means this one must be blue, because we know one of the absents must be these, because this 2 would have 3 if they were both accounted for. There are 2 remaining. Must be one of these and one of those. This one here and this one here both need one of these to comply with both parts of the rule, so it can't be either of these 2 on the bottom, I believe. This 2 needs a second, which is this one. There's 1 remaining. This column doesn't have one yet, and this diagonal doesn't have one yet. The 5 is already solved for, so we need to make both of these 2 rules and this one complete. This 2 already sees 2, so it's not this one, it is that one. That was a bit of a brain twister, wasn't it? Well, if we go back to the menu, that is 3-1 through 3-6 completed. Please join me tomorrow where we will start on the 4s and we'll see how many puzzles we complete through those. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.